Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Are we romancing in the stream? Are we romancing chat? Is it romance time? Uh,
uh,
Announcement: The Garden Path is now a dating sim. Got you.
we haven't. Yeah,
You weren't
unfortunately, I
expecting that.
haven't. I haven't done the post-ironic dating sim, promotional dating sim this year. I know it's quite trendy at the moment, isn't it? I think a few people have done that, but I don't have the time for a post-ironic promotional dating sim.
I'll write it.
Yeah, feel free. It
Yeah.
could work. There's potential there. There's potential.
Augustus's quest, or Table's terrible love venture. I don't know.
I was writing Augustus's quest just yesterday, actually.
Oh.
I was
Wow.
writing. I don't know if anybody's played, but he wants page 123. I was writing. You get page 123.
I get you.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But no, not Valentine's Day related. But what is flowers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'll be drawing because there's a few flowers that I haven't done the art for in the game yet. I've done the artwork where you see them from a distance, from far away, but this is when you've picked them up and you're looking at them close. So we're doing a bit of that.
Gotta make sure you got the petals in there.
Yep, the petals. The what do you call the old bumblebee bits? I've forgotten. I struggled through biology. All three of the sciences.
The
really.
Tendrils. I don't know.
I don't think it's tendrils. Someone knows. Someone knows. Pollinators. No, that is the bee, isn't it? Actually, I have a list of. Oh, nobody paid too much attention to the stream because I need to change something.
Oh yeah.
Nobody paid too much attention. There we go. It's fixed. It was Fern had Alex's Twitter handle.
What? No, don't say that.
Oh, okay.
You never had
I
thought we were playing it cool.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to dispel. I thought there was an air. I could feel the air building, and I wanted to dispel it. I could feel it.
Yeah,
and I wasn't
Paul
sure how
was
long.
on the edge of a seat.
Wasn't sure how long I could maintain
Chris was
it.
just typing in the chat, in the work chat, like, Louis, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's life or death.
Because I could feel it amounting. I have to do marigolds. Almost fell off my chair and everything. Marigolds. Hang on, let me get the list up. We're probably not going to do all of them. Let's be real, this is probably going to be a marigold stream. It's just going to be me drawing one marigold. So buckle up. And I've lost the file. Where is it? Here it is. Stream flowers. Well, I've written, actually, I could do, there's Winter Jasmine, which I probably won't do because I've actually started that one. I forgot I'd started it. We could do Buttercups. Of course, Buttercup is a character in the game, but they do also exist as flowers. And then the slight wild
it's like
card.
when you're called Lily, you know?
Yeah, you can't just assume, you can't be called Lily and then refute the existence of lilies because you own the proper noun. You have to embrace. I always think, there's people called April. That's a name. And I think when it's April, you just kind of like, the month is, I don't know, I can't imagine that. Every year, the month is your name for, you know.
Yeah, you know.
May and June, yeah.
Also May and June.
That's true as well. I think Friday is a slightly more alternative name, isn't it? But I think I had a.
If Rebecca Black's firstborn isn't called Friday, I quit.
Do you think she would?
I don't know. I honestly don't know if she would even have children. Anyway, stream Rebecca Black's new album.
Is it good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. However, unfortunately for me, it's been overshadowed by Caroline Polachek's
I was
new
just
album.
gonna say, I VPN'd my way into New Zealand yesterday to listen to it early, because I was that keen. And it's good. I've been churning out the singles for the last. Well, because she's been dropping the singles for almost over a year now, really. I don't know when Billions.
Bunny is a Rider.
Bunny is a Rider. And Billions.
I remember using this like more than a year ago.
Yeah, but then I ignored them all. I don't know why. I just hadn't listened to them.
That's the way, though. That's what you should do.
But then I cracked last year, December maybe, and when I think what did she just released? Welcome to My Island, which I believe.
Yeah.
Which
also, this is her most streamed song. Welcome to My Island, George Daniel and Charlie XCX remix is extremely good.
It's a bit
so
too it's a bit too I struggle with hyperpop. I struggle from hyperpop.
I know.
Yeah. I struggle with.
But if you don't struggle
with hyperpop, and that's what. Yeah, I'm guessing is the Rebecca Black album a bit hyperpop? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, but like, I mean, that's the direction she's been moving in.
Yeah, because they did that.
I don't think it's like that. Yeah.
They did the.
It's not the Friday remix.
Yeah, the official post-ironic Friday remix. Getting value out of that term today. I'll not say it again. Yeah, it's cool. I'm sure I'm not the first person to make this observation, but it's cool that Rebecca Black has been able to build a career off from,
I'm so happy about it.
And she seems
because
like
that song really ruined her.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's not easy getting. What's the term? Is it dogpiled? Where I guess so. Just loads of people criticizing you. It can't be easy. So yeah, good on her for building that back up.
Yeah. I want to watch some video essays about Friday. I think that would be good.
It's I have seen a lot of. I remember when Friday came out. I remember going through the old catalogue of because it's I don't know if you know. Do you know, Fern, sort of what the origin story of it? I don't know how.
Oh yeah, because there was a lot of drama, wasn't there? That's why I want to watch a video essay, because I want to.
Oh, I don't know about drama, but just like the reason it exists is what I mean, like where it came from.
Oh.
Just because it was this this company that basically sort of you'd have rich parents and then they'd basically buy you a hit song with a music video, and there was this company that sort of gave you a package deal. And I guess you could kind of like, I think it was quite expensive, but it was like you could do it for like a Christmas gift. You'd be like, oh, we've got you a pop Nepo star baby experience. Yeah, Nepo baby experience. And yeah, and so there's a lot of videos of or there was at least, I don't know if they're still up there. Because there's Chinese food as well. That one's really bad, and it's slightly racist.
I do not. I don't remember that.
That one got a little bit more. That one got a bit of traction as well. It's the same. There's like a rapper, isn't there, who's in all of them? I think he's the guy that runs the company.
Oh.
What are the other one-hit wonders that actually have bangers? Carly Rae Jepsen. Carly Rae Jepsen is phenomenal. Is she a one-hit wonder? Did she do? I don't know how well. What would her number 2 song be?
Yeah.
I guess she had that one with Tom Hanks. I mean, it wasn't feat Tom Hanks, but he was in the music video, wasn't he? What was that? I really, really, really like you. Was that a big song? Can't remember. Maybe the music video did well. Third one. Oh, what's her number 2?
The second most listened to is Good Time.
Good Time.
Because that was from what movie was that on?
Oh, that usually helps, doesn't it?
Oh, well, it's Owl City.
Right. Oh, of course.
Is,
Yeah.
problematic.
Is it? I don't know anything about it. We don't have to go into it.
Yeah, Chris saw Carly live last night. I didn't want to say in case, like, I don't want to dox anyone.
Dox anyone.
But...
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can't remember why, but I was talking. Anyway, I was listening to. What she got? Talking to Yourself or something. That's a good song. I was just listening to that on repeat. Yeah, the other day. I can't remember why. There was a reason. I think I was going over Carly Rae Jepsen's greatest hits with Rachel. But that's more of a recent one. I guess she probably is a one-hit wonder. I don't know. But she's had more. I don't know what classifies a hit these days. I guess it's trickier, isn't it?
Has it gone viral on TikTok? Is what?
Yeah, it's going that way.
Yeah, it's a little bit dystopian. The whole TikTok viral music thing, because it's, people will start producing things just so that they will go viral.
Yeah.
And then, you end up with kind of.
I think it's interesting, like the idea of we sort of take like the idea of a song and like the idea of an album are like so codified, but there's really nothing. Like we all sort of have this idea that like a song is between 3 and 4 minutes or whatever, and then you put 12 of them together and you get an album or whatever. But that's only really been a thing for like, I don't know. And eventually it's not going to be a thing. And I don't know if like eventually a song is just this sort of, or we remember songs, but they are just 30-minute snippets, designed to be hummed. Like that just becomes the form factor.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, and it might not ever happen. I don't know. Maybe there's always going to be a place for 3-minute songs. But I remember like do you remember when Old Town Road? I totally forgot Old Town Road was a thing. when was that?
Oh my god, that was ages ago.
Wasn't that long ago?
That song was on Just Dance.
Was it before?
I played Just Dance.
Was it before? It was before COVID, wasn't it? It was like 2019 maybe. But that was, I remember reading that part of that success was the fact it was only like 1 minute 58 or so. I can't remember how long it is, but and so it was sort of infinitely, at least on like Spotify, you get your stream numbers in quick because people just want to play it again and again and again. It's a bit like, I don't know if you're into Little Yachty, but he had that song Poland. It's only like a minute. But you just sort of farm.
Oh yeah, I guess I can see like other. Who is that? I swear I must have liked something by them. Pink Panthers does a lot of like shorter songs.
Okay, I don't know them. Pink Panthers, plural.
Well, yeah. Pink Panthers.
Oh, Panthers.
Like feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all of. Well, I mean, I guess it depends what you classify as a short song, but when it's like less than 2 minutes, it's kind of like, and in that like spot where you feel like it just like where'd it go.
Definitely. Yeah, for some reason under a minute seems like, seems too short, doesn't it? It's like when a film is, I don't know, under an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's like an episode. Especially, I think that's because like episodes of shows have become longer as well.
Yeah, there was that Last of Us episode that was like an hour and... Well, to be fair, the debut is usually like... it's not uncommon for a debut of a show to be like an hour and a half, is it? But
yeah, exactly. Like the pilot of Twin Peaks that makes it hard to get into.
Or even, Firefly, I remember had a long opener. Did anyone have... I mean, I still have Last FM, but I don't know if anybody still uses it. I remember back in the day. Do you know, like, Illinois by Sufjan Stevens has, like... there's, like, a 7-second song called One Last Woohoo for the Pullman or something, I don't know. And it's just someone going, woo! Is
it, like, meant to be an interlude in an album?
Yeah. And I remember Oh, it's 6 seconds. I've just got it here. One last woohoo for the Pullman. And Last FM doesn't scrobble anything that's less than 30 seconds. I remember you'd be like, people would artificially elongate the song just to get like the perfect record of the album streamed. The first episode was 2 episodes edited together for Twin Peaks. Is that right? Was it Twin Peaks?
Yeah. Or are we talking about The Last of Us? Or no? Because
not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, for The Last of Us. Yeah.
Oh, was it? No. I feel like it felt like one episode. Mm-hmm. I read somewhere there's a particularly sort of gnarly bit, and apparently it was meant to end right at that moment. And I read that apparently they decided not to because it's sort of why would people want to come back to it? I read that.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that and being like, wait, is that the end?
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't.
I'm trying to remember how it ends. Oh yeah, sort of. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? They're kind of, yeah. It leaves you thinking what's going to happen next.
Yeah, right, yeah.
They're on their way. The adventure begins. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where you always want to leave a show, I think. On the end of the first episode.
Yeah, I think how you leave someone is the most important bit, or like how you leave the viewer.
I'm enjoying The Last of Us. I really enjoy when just it feels like everybody's watching the same show. I feel like it doesn't happen very often, does it?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that. With
yeah,
the
there's
Last
like
of
a
Us.
big community.
And everyone's enjoying it.
Aspect to it. Yeah.
I like that. Oh, it's a long wait till the next one, eh? Long wait.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, but I ended up watching it almost. Yeah, because I watched it on Sunday, so it was basically like I was an American watching it.
Oh, okay.
Because over here it's Mondays. So, just accidentally saved myself from waiting longer.
Right, okay. We did, I remember watching with my mates, we watched the season finale of like season 6 or something of Game of Thrones, but yeah, as it was live on American TV, which is like something like 4 a.m. here. It just wasn't worth it. We were all just like nearly passed out by the end, because of course then it ends at like 5 a.m. Like it's not just that it starts late, it's that it ends even later. It's like a double whammy. Totally could have just waited the next day, but hey, something you do once.
Wait, which show is this for?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, great.
It was the episode where there's a big explosion at the end. I remember that happening. I don't know what season that was. I don't want to do any spoilers, but there's a season finale with
the final.
Oh no! It was like 2016 or something. Yeah.
God, could you imagine?
No, we didn't wait up for that. Yeah.
I'd be devastated.
Although I did also do a watch party for that.
Yeah.
You know, I think with Game of Thrones, if George R. R. Martin had written down, I've recited this argument. If he'd written this down, if he'd written the ending down on a bit of paper and like slid it over to me, and it just said like this is where everybody ends up, then I think it's a good ending. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame because it was a good TV show. And again, it felt like everybody was watching it together, and I liked that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like, that's kind of how it feels now. Except one thing that The Last of Us is doing really well versus Game of Thrones is that it's not indulging in pain.
Do you think? Yeah, I get. I see what you mean. I think it's quite.
Like, I really like how they didn't show some things.
Yeah.
It would have been so HBO to do that.
Do you think? I think it's. I kind of associate HBO as kind of like. I know what you mean. They're a bit more loose, a bit more loosey goosey. But I kind of associate HBO with like good taste. I feel like they, generally they get I feel like they don't do things
no, I think so too. And White Lotus was amazing, so it's like,
oh, I didn't see that.
Definitely, but also in Game of Thrones, there were moments
Yeah.
and scenes that didn't need to be there and didn't need to be done the way that they were, but they were anyway.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, it was misjudged. Yeah, for sure. At times.
Yeah.
Would have made sense if the last season had been 3 times as long. Yeah, and the whole thing wasn't it. The directors were trying to get to direct the new Star Wars or something, and then so they wanted to wrap up the show, and then they did such a bad job by wrapping it up that they lost their job on Star Wars. I wonder what they're doing now. But then I do just wonder if like people were a bit tired of it. Maybe I don't know. Could I have done 3 more seasons? I don't know. Things have to come to an end.
Yeah, but then again, people are watching. I guess it's been a few years, but people are liking House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah, it's been good.
So I guess there is demand for more in the universe.
I'll tell you what, I only got through half of that, and I've just not been fussed about picking it up again. But maybe I should.
I haven't even tried it. I just know the Spagliato thing. And
oh, I don't even know that.
Oh my god.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, it's hold on. Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't just show up when you search it. There you go. This was viral for a while.
So can you change the volume on TikToks? I don't know if it's gonna suddenly be really loud.
Yeah, you can.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm gonna mute it and then I'm gonna assess. Yes, you can. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. I did see this.
Yeah.
Shall I play it? This is the favourite drink. That was it. Hang on.
What's your drink of choice?
A Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Spagliato.
Yeah.
With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am actually really fond, as in my old age.
I think that was the key bit. It was her saying a favourite drink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember that. I remember that the Guardian wrote a whole article on it. I don't know why. In sort of classic Guardian form. They were like, there's content here. I've got a mate who's into cocktails, and they do a really, really good job. I think they go around and they win. I think they make money by winning cocktail competitions, which is kind of cool.
Oh.
But I went around their house and we were just drinking straight Negroni all evening, and I don't know how everyone else was doing it. I was really, really having to, and straight vermouth, and those aren't drinks I associate drinking straight. And they were good, they were nice drinks, and I'm sure if I was an enthusiast. But I don't know. It was just too, it was cloying, it was cloying.
Wait, sorry, what?
Cloying. Is that I think it's cloying. It's like when something, it's like white chocolate.
Oh.
Like when something's almost too good.
Yeah.
Too sweet. Too. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's right. Have you had Negroni with? Was it Negroni with?
I've never had it.
Ah, okay.
I'm pretty straight vermouth. Oh. Is that it?
Yeah, vermouth is it's a fortified wine, isn't it? But it's quite bitter. It was a really nice vermouth, don't get me wrong. It was in a nice bottle, and I think it had that kind of you wouldn't want to mix this or something. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I've only ever associated vermouth buying it for £3 at Lidl. So yeah, I don't know. And yeah, you mix it with other things, you cook with it. So I don't know. I'm not even sure what a Negroni is. Let's have a look. Oh wait. Also Negroni. Oh, sorry. I wasn't drinking straight Negroni. I was drinking straight Campari, which is Negroni is the.
Yeah. Oh, I I don't know if anyone else has this Chrome update, but when you right click to Google something and it just shows up as like a sidebar instead of actually opening a new page, I didn't I never asked for this. It's terrible.
Got to join the Firefox gang.
I used to be in the Firefox gang and then I stopped for some reason. And
See, nobody ever knows why. It's like we all woke up one day and we reused Chrome.
But you know what else though? It is nice to have your like Chrome profiles because when you switch between PCs, like it's nice that it syncs, I guess.
I'm like, I know we've gone over this, but I wipe everything every time I close the browser. Not even out of like I like a clean slate. I don't know why. It's like I don't want all my.
Oh no, I don't mean like. Wait, you mean your cookies or just your tabs? Like you don't keep your tabs?
Tabs, cookies, history. I keep, except some websites where I like Twitter. I want to stay signed in, right? So I have like. I've got that one cookie that keeps me signed in, and then I flush the rest out.
Yeah. I had all of my cookies wiped for some reason recently, and it ruined my whole day. I was trying to sign in to so many things, and it was just that was my entire workday. Was just getting back into everything.
I mean, I've got a password manager, so like I don't know if you, but it's like signing in is so easy. I just paste in the password and I'm in. So
what the authenticators?
I've only got that for like a few things.
Oh, well, don't say that.
Yeah, true. What do I have it on? Like my email. What else? Like my GitLab. My my money. I think the Twitch. We do have it on the the Carrot Cake Twitch. I think. I'm letting people know. I'm scaring people away.
Authentication.
Scaring people away. They're going to be like, oh, I better not try and hack in because they got authentication. I was planning on doing it this afternoon, but I better not.
Yeah.
No, actually, everything I have is two-factor authentication, and you better not even try.
You got him.
I got him. But yeah, Firefox does have a. It does. I don't know if it's as sophisticated, but it does have a sync thing, so it's possible. I do have a Firefox account, and it syncs my add-ons. But this is Google. Is this Chrome or is this this is Google Search itself?
Oh, yeah. I guess it's Google Search itself.
Okay.
Maybe, or I don't know. I guess it would be Chrome because it's it's like when you right click and you do search images with Google. Oh no, not search images. Like when you select some text and then you search for Google. Search with Google.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Search with yeah.
Can't speak anymore.
I use Chrome, but with DuckDuckGo as default search. I have DuckDuckGo as my search, but I find myself doing I do the !G, which just loops you to Google. I do that for like almost all of my searches. But sometimes you just kind of want to go to a web page, and then I use DuckDuckGo for that. There's a lot of people are like Google search is dying because I don't even know. I think, well, I was thinking this the other day. They were like the biggest competitor to Google search is like TikTok and Instagram, and I thought that can't be true. But then I was thinking like, I mean, I don't do this, but Rachel, if she wants to like find like some clothing or something, she won't Google it. She'll put it into Instagram. You know. You want to find a restaurant, you don't Google it, you put it into Instagram. And I thought that actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
That you kind of want that multimedia experience as opposed to just sort of like serving you up.
Reading an article about why.
Yeah. Usually a really bad article.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like a like YouTube reviews of things, or
Yeah.
Or like if I'm looking at a thing that I want to buy, I'll search it on TikTok to see like how people are using it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then my TikTok will start recommending me Dyson TikToks, and I'll be like, no, that's okay. I bought a shark instead. Sorry.
It
I
doesn't
couldn't
know.
spend €800 on a vacuum, unfortunately, even though I did want it and it had laser.
Did you get? I had a mate just got a shark. Why is everyone suddenly talking about sharks? Are they like? Wait, you saying you did get a shark? Or you didn't get a shark?
I did get a
Did
shark.
get a shark. Ah.
Yeah, it's good. It's really nice. It's changed my life even.
It was Ben actually. Sometimes Ben's in the chat. I went over and they were like,
yeah.
they were like showing off their vacuum, and I didn't know anything about
that's adult life.
it. I've been over my vacuum. People know what vacuum I have.
Yeah, that's right. We have talked about this.
So don't you worry. And now we're caught up. We know what vacuum Fern has.
Yeah.
What do people do before vacuums? I do wonder. I know they like swept. I know like sweeping was an option.
Yeah.
I had a mate the other day who said I don't vacuum. I just enjoy sweeping so much. I just thought, what are you talking about? Why would you? I just don't. You can't sweep. Can you sweep a carpet? Is that what they did back in the day?
Sweeping was an option of my Discord status.
Yeah, I just don't think about it.
I guess you for carpets you would like take them outside and like bang them and shake them.
Did they just not? Did they just have rugs? Did they not have? Did they not have?
Oh yeah, sorry, I mean rugs.
Unless they did used to just take the carpet out maybe every season. Carpet beaters. But they wouldn't have gone on the floor and started beating the carpet. That wouldn't have done anything. So they must have. Yeah, so they must have taken the carpet out and. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe we should. Maybe we should go back. Oh, welcome in Slacks.
Hello. Welcome to the medieval vacuumless debate.
Didn't have any...
Yeah, I guess, like, do you think... What came first, the vacuums or the wall-to-wall carpet?
Surely, though, yeah, that's a good question, actually. They must have... Because it was around the 50s, wasn't it, the vacuum? They must have... Wall-to-wall carpets must have come before. But I don't know why... Yeah, why would you risk it? Carpet goes out, hung over the washing line.
When did carpetbaggers start?
I feel like...
When did carpet come out?
When was its release date?
The problem is that, like, carpet is, like, synonymous with rug, so...
Yeah,
like,
true.
I'm not... Yeah, like, sure, there were always rugs. 1930s, wall-to-wall carpeting, which first came onto the scene in the 1930s.
Am I right?
Okay.
Actually, I was gonna say my house is definitely built with because we have the floorboards exposed. Oh, sorry, did you just learn something?
Well, apparently vacuums are older than that.
Wow, really?
Apparently. Yeah, well, it's a little bit unclear. There's no, like,
Yeah.
This is the time.
Historians are still debating.
But... Asthmatic American inventor James Spangler sold his idea for an electric broomstick-like cleaner with cloth filter and dust collection bag attached to the long handle to William Hoover in 1908.
Okay.
His invention proved to arguably be the first truly practical domestic vacuum cleaner.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Sounds like a reasonable deduction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we've learned is that the problem does not exist because by the time carpet was mainstream, there were vacuums.
But I mean, I guess yeah. And who's getting the wall-to-wall carpets installed? It might not have been everybody. It might just have been a few people who had access to the newfangled Hoover.
Yeah.
Early C20th. Yeah, I guess because I associate I guess electricity existed, in the 19th century, right? But I guess it just wasn't really domesticated. Not properly, anyway. Don't know. Yeah, I was going to say my house is from the. My house was built in like the 1890 or something, and all of the I've forgotten what you call them now. What do you call the skirting boards? All of them are slightly raised to allow for a carpet, but I suppose someone probably over the years has removed those and moved them up. I suspect the trendier newfangled wall-to-wall carpets. Interesting. Domesticated electricity. Is that not the right term? That seems right to me. Makes it sound like a... I know what you mean. Makes it sound like a sheep or something. Oh, I got both of these on the same layer.
What's this flower called again?
Flower?
Mm-hmm.
Marigold. I'm doing a marigold.
That's what I thought.
Where's my layer?
Oh no, I accidentally just did the mom and TV show cardigan the rap.
What's that?
You came home too late and I've caught you in the kitchen mom cardigan rest.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know that one?
I'm not clued in. As per. Oh, domestic rather than domesticated. Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. That makes a lot of sense. Wait, so what is it? What is this from? Is this related to marigolds?
No.
No. Being meowed at. I'm lost.
Me too. But that's okay.
That's okay.
We're just here to marigold and other flower. Potentially other flower if we get there.
Wait, what time is it?
Oh,
We should do.
It's your cat. Yeah.
My cat is telling me. Oh yeah, I wouldn't have spelled meow like that, but maybe that's a different onomatopoeia. Cats be hungry.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Cats. Yeah, they do. And I don't know. It's yeah. It's like they said 2 hours before it's time. Always.
Sometimes I'm hungry 2 hours before it's time, they say. But
that's fair, yeah.
I'll
you can't fault them for not having a perfect schedule.
The perfect cat schedule. Oh no, it feels a little bit too droopy at the moment, and I want to just poof it up. That's my.
Well, I mean, they are a little bit droopy.
They are a little bit. They're droopy down sort of towards the bottom.
The bottom.
And then but I want to sort of pick them up a little bit. I need I'm not sure this layer here is
some middle puff.
I'm not sure this. Oh, it's literally
something.
just the couple there. I might get rid of that layer. It's not doing anything for me. Yeah, some middle puff. Although, well, otherwise not too far off. I do want to... Yeah, I feel like I want it a bit more frilly as well. Not quite frilly enough. can be more confident.
Yeah, I have to say the bottom one in the reference picture, it's giving very much clicker, like, energy. Because the one to the left, it's not so bad, you know, it's pretty simple. But the one to the right is very, like, there's a lot going on, so it's starting to be a little bit fungusy. Fungal, if you will.
Everything's starting to look like fungus now.
That's terrible. I apologize for my crime.
I've been spending most of my time this week, well, the last few days and the weekend, writing all the descriptions for the items in the game. And you start... There's a lot of thesauruses open, and you do start wondering if certain words are adjectives or not. Or even if certain words are words. It's like, how do I describe a washing line in a way that someone would read it? So people they better read my washing line description and think, wow, someone wrote that, and I'm very glad that they did. Because there was a point where I was like, it's too much to maintain, like, having a description for every single item. But I kind of, like, one of my favorite things about, like, point and click adventure games is that you could click on, like, anything and the character would, like, say something about it. And I kind of want to carry that in spirit into the garden path. That's my hope. So I don't know. Because, like, you know, other games don't have, you know, it's not like Stardew Valley, every single item. Unless it does, I can't remember. I don't think so. It doesn't have a description for every item, does it?
No, surely not. So what is the washing line?
Oh, it's really bad. I can't remember what it was now. I just feel like I'm spending too long on some of them. It's like, this is a washing line. I should just write, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to be
contraption used to dry clothes.
But I sort of don't want to be. It's sort of like you don't want to be too flowery, or it just sounds like you're trying to be clever, but you also just don't want to be like, yeah, this is what it is, because then it's like, oh, sorry, that's my people getting my notification noises.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
I guess it's difficult too, because in your general point and click, you'd have a character that's like very set. But if you are playing as your own character, it's harder to add personality, where, like, maybe you know,
yeah,
if it was Augustus saying something about the wash line, it would be very, like, personal. But when it comes to your own character, it's kind of a blank slate. Yeah. Because
I don't know, what is the voice of item descriptions? I don't know. Because they definitely do have at least in the garden path, there definitely is a voice.
Yeah.
But I don't know who that is. It probably is just me, I suppose. In a funny old way. It's a bit like when you drink, you know, when you're about to throw away an item and it says, are you sure you want to throw it? It's like, who's asking that?
Yeah.
You know, because someone is, but it might just be figurative.
I guess you could say, like, am I sure I want to do this?
Yeah, you could do, but I kind of
talking to yourself.
I kind of like I like the third person. I don't know. It adds something to it.
Yeah.
Sort of an inner dialogue, where it just feels like someone who cares about you and what you're doing is sort of, you know, just watching over you, and then just chimes in every so often. You can't do that right. You can't do that right now. Like in Pokemon, is it your dad every time you try and get on your bike, he tells you off? It's like, why is my dad telling me this? Or at least that's what, I swear that's what it did in the games of old. In like Pokemon Yellow, your dad would be like, you can't get on that bike. Very odd. But again, it was probably a similar conundrum. Who's telling me that I can't get on this bike?
Yeah. And how dare they?
How dare they? Tell you, if my dad ever told me I couldn't get on my bike, I would. I would get on that bike. So hard. I haven't ridden a bike in a long time, actually.
Yeah, it's scary when you come back to it. But I mean, I guess it's like riding a bike, like That exists
So,
for,
so
for
they
a
say.
reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm meaning to get one of those fold-up bikes because I think they've. Remember they were really uncool.
They have Louis energy for sure.
Do you think?
Yeah.
But they're expensive as well. I suspect they're second-hand ones. And to be fair, I don't really go anywhere. But
yeah, just do a little Facebook Marketplace.
I could do.
Gander. I don't know.
I have to go to a tailor.
I feel. Oh.
Because I recently bought a second-hand suit and I need it fit, which is exciting.
Oh.
I've never done that before.
Nice.
And I don't know what the process is.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much it's going to cost.
Measuring
I've
and
got
stuff.
absolutely no idea. It's all been a bit of a project.
I mean, probably less than buying the suit new, hopefully.
I mean, I got it for much less than new.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
I'm
like,
assuming it's.
It'll...
If I got it new, yeah, I'm hoping I'm not going to pay what I got it new. But no, I'm hoping I don't pay for what it would have cost new. Cause, but maybe I've genuinely got no idea. I got no idea.
Yeah, I guess it depends how much you have to get it altered, or like how many things need changing.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I also have no idea, but it is something that I've been interested in before.
And yeah, and I didn't know there were so many. There's a lot of tailors in Bristol, so you wouldn't even know. They're all like, in those little shops above shops and things.
Mm-hmm.
Little Italian men just who've been doing it for years. I'm scared I'll go to a place and they'll be like, you bought a really crap suit, mate. And I'm like, no.
Right.
That's my fear.
Yeah.
But I suspect they'd be really supportive and they'd want you to feel, that'd be my guess. But
Yeah. Yeah, I bought like a really cool, like, I don't know, I think it might be like 80s or something. Like puffer.
Oh yeah.
Not quite a puffer jacket, but it's got like puffer kind of material. And I bought it because the pattern was so cool. Like it's this like dark brown and kind of floral thing. However, it is the most ridiculous thing I've ever put on my body. It's not only too big,
Oh no.
but also the shoulders have padding as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's that. It gives me a very triangular shape, and I look like a little boy. But I really wanted it because the pattern and fabric was so cool. So I wonder if it would be possible to maybe like change it into like a bomber jacket or something, like cut it up and sew it down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
The shoulder pads haunt me.
How 80s are we talking?
It's bad.
How padded is it really?
You would need to take off the sleeves and like sew, like make them smaller.
Okay.
It's terrible. I don't even think if I took out just the shoulder pads, it would fix it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Which I have tried with other jackets, and sometimes it's worked and sometimes it hasn't. But yeah.
I've bought shirts in the past secondhand that have just arrived, and I think like small in the 80s meant something different to small now.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, sizing has changed a lot.
I've been not stung, but I should have done my research really. I've kind of abandoned buying secondhand clothing now just because it's such a gamble. You sort of get stains they didn't tell you about that you learn sort of long after the and they don't fit. And,
yeah.
I suppose did you buy it in person or you saw it online?
No, I bought it on Etsy, which
okay.
I now exclusively buy off of like 2 websites that I know are very good, and like I've never had anything that is dirty.
Oh, right, okay.
Or like they have like a process that they.
Yeah.
No, but like you know, some places, like the few times like I've bought from the Salvation Army or order from there, it was bad.
Okay.
So I don't do that anymore.
Okay.
But like, yeah, there are vintage stores that will, you know, do they'll disinfect and like
Oh wow.
clean stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it'll be a little bit more like, or potentially some of the things aren't that expensive, but as opposed to like going to like I know people go to like, over here all thrift shops are expensive.
Oh yeah, it's
But
a bit like that in the
but
UK
like
as
how
well.
people do it in the US.
Yeah.
In the US it's very like, oh, I got this for $2, and it's like, yeah.
Because it's like Goodwill and stuff they have in the US, but I don't.
Yeah, and the bins and stuff.
I don't know
Which
how
people wear gloves to go through.
Is Goodwill like a charity, or is it just? It's not, is it? Or they give some of
Yeah,
it to charity? I don't think so.
You would think it's a charity
Let's have a look.
based off of the
I
name.
think it's a classic sort of American. Yeah, it's sort of, they name it something. It's a non-profit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, hang on.
Hey, Atari.
I'm looking at. Oh, welcome, Atari.
Yeah, because here it's like, it's cheaper to buy fast fashion, which is not, you know, obviously, like I would rather pay more to buy secondhand than, but it is kind of like upside down at this point.
No, it's exactly the same in the UK. I mean, particularly when I was at uni, just all of these really trendy thrift shops that have started opening up, and they were all like, you know, 80s themed and everything, and you know, really, and just had all these, you know, denim jackets that cost like hundreds of pounds or whatever, and it's like, there's no shop, but they would always be full. People would always be lapping it up. So
yeah, it's well, then again, I mean, I guess aside from, obviously, like it's good when it's cheap for accessibility, for you know, people who can't afford buying clothes new. That's like how it was, right? That's what it was supposed to be. But now it's like, if it's cheap, people are just gonna buy everything and resell it, and it's kind of it's kind of sad how it's developed, to be honest. So
no, for
I
sure.
guess in a way it's good if it's more expensive, because you know, you don't want thrifting to become fast fashion shopping, and it kind of has.
I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. I think just inherently the price of the items should be higher, probably. I don't know, but they should be better made as well. You know, I think like fast fashion isn't
That's
just
the thing. Yeah.
It's not just about,
when it comes to like older items that are like very good quality, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you would pay $100 for a jacket.
It's also the expectation that you should have so many clothes, you know, that you should always, you know, always have a new look going on. And
yeah, outfit repeating and stuff.
I said it because I heard that like Friends was a big part of that, because I don't know if a character ever wears the same outfit twice in Friends, and so it's sort of, I might be wrong, but it sort of creates that kind of idea that, you know, that's just what people do. They've just always got a new look sort of going. Whereas I know, like in Seinfeld, at least I kind of like that each character clearly has a wardrobe, you know.
Yeah, that's in the last few years, like I've been a serial shopper and terrible, but I think what drives me in fashion now, and today is an exception because I don't always dress like hell, but what I want to achieve, like with style and personal style, is I want to feel like I am a character in a TV show or movie or something, and I have that wardrobe that like I don't know, it's just like specific feeling where you look at a character and it's just like them, and I want that to be me. I want to be a character. Even though I'm a person and more than just like, but you know.
Well, I don't think that's so crazy. I think thinking of it as like I guess we all kind of, I don't think we see we don't see ourselves as like a character in a film, but we necessarily, that's sort of a way of phrasing it, but I think we all sort of have an idea of ourselves, and we all, we're trying to build the clothes that person would have, and then eventually that becomes you. In theory, it might not always.
And
I guess.
In that sense, like, repeating pieces and outfits is super important because you kind of build that like familiarity that people see you in, like, oh yeah, Louis always wears that flannel, or like, you know what I mean, like that's a really Louis flannel or shirt or sweater, like having a signature style. And also, Atari, thank you so much for saying that. That's so sweet. But yeah, I guess that's kind of one way to look at it. I know a lot of people talk about capsule wardrobes as well.
Yeah, see,
which is kind of a...
I don't really understand. I feel like my wardrobe is a capsule wardrobe just because I don't know if I understand.
The thing.
I wasn't trying. Apparently it's just that it's when your clothes go with other clothes. Is that what it is?
Yeah, and it has this visual of being like a bunch of neutral colors and really basics. But
okay.
But then again, like, I think that the term basics is kind of, you know, it's a little bit limiting in some ways, because a basic to someone who has a more like flamboyant style can be a flamboyant piece of clothing. It doesn't have to be like a beige turtleneck. So yes, and in that sense, like, you do have a capsule wardrobe because, like, you know, you have your pieces and it's like not that many, or I guess, you know, like, it's not like ridiculous like my closet.
I just don't really, I can't really, what is a non-capsule wardrobe? Is it sort of when you have specific outfits, things that are designed to go with other things? If you know,
I guess a non-capsule wardrobe is just what we're all victims of now, with fast fashion, which is just buying a bunch of random clothes that you think look cool or are part of a trend or something, and then you end up with a bunch of stuff that doesn't necessarily fit together and you don't know what to do. Haha. But yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder where men's clothing is going to go, because it's definitely in that kind of... I mean, I've bought my fair share of overshirts, and I feel like they're going to go out of fashion soon, because they're kind of sold as this like timeless kind of piece, and they kind of are in a way, but then things come and go, don't they?
Yeah.
I feel like me and a lot of other people are just like, wow, I just wear a shirt over the top of my shirt. It makes so much sense. Why has nobody thought about this? It's so timeless, and yet I think it's probably going to really date things. I feel like, have I said this on stream before? I feel like we're going to look back. You know how like we look back in the 80s and there's like loads of like saxophone and bad drum machines. I feel like we're going to look back on like vlogs and there's going to be that lo-fi hip hop, and that's really going to date it, I think. Like, we really think it's quite trendy at the moment, but I think that's going to sound so... I think that's got to be it. I don't know what the equivalent would have been in the 2000s.
It's like how dubstep feels now, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, almost. Dubstep wasn't... dubstep was kind of... the whole lo-fi hip-hop thing is meant to be kind of like smooth jazz, isn't it? It's sort of something really inoffensive that kind of everybody sort of just enjoys. And it's kind of era-defining because everybody kind of just puts it on. And it's kind of in every video and every blog. And it sort of sinks to the background deliberately. Whereas I think dubstep was deliberately quite loud. It's almost like grunge. It's sort of like, 2000s grunge. Which is also, it's definitely also going to be dated. Just a theory. I could be totally... Maybe lo-fi hip-hop will live on forever. I mean, it is kind of inspired by 90s boom bap, you know, it's lifting that sound, and that seems kind of timeless. That's not going anywhere. But something will replace it. I don't know what. AI music or something. Human music.
Oh god, yeah. Oh.
Do you know the Decemberists?
No.
Now they're kind of a cool sort of prog folk band. Definitely listen to. I think I'm not too fussed about everything they made, but the guy, it's kind of like really just one guy, and he's got a series. He's got the album's called The Crane Wife, but the songs on it worth listening to are The Crane Wife Part 1, 2, and 3, which aren't in order on the album. Anyway, I recommend listening to The Crane Wife anyway, but not necessarily. You don't have to listen to the full album, but those songs. But anyway, it was going viral recently that he'd told AI to write a song for him, and then he recorded it or whatever. You know, your classic. I'm sure we'll see it.
In 2006?
No. Like last week.
Oh.
This week.
That's something that he did recently.
Yeah.
It's not like the resurface thing. Okay, I see.
And it was pretty bad.
Oh,
but I think he wrote this whole thing about how, like, so much of what AI can't do is, I think it was intuit, to really feel something. And he said, and when I was recording the song, I really tried not to add anything to it, but all that the AI gave him were the lyrics and the chord structure. And I don't think the AI was aware of the lyrics when it came up with the chord structure. And so really, I think he was doing an awful lot of work, constructing the melody to the words. And he was saying he wasn't intuiting, but I think it almost was entirely intuiting. I'm just surprised that was the conclusion he reached. I don't think, when we did, because there was like a Travis Scott song or something, this was a while ago, that, AI wrote and recorded or something about, but so much of it was, I think they actually got a guy that sounded a bit like Travis Scott to, come in and start, he did the lines and everything, which the AI wrote, and I think so much of that is just, humans. We feel like even if we're presenting something, we have to bring it up to sort of a certain human standard before we can even present something, And I think AI is sort of, I don't know. It's just a thought.
Yeah. No, because I guess that's kind of when you think about AI music, and you kind of think, but that could never catch on because there's no like feeling involved, but I guess that's kind of what's happening with visual art is that but then again, that's not completely unaffected either, because AI art involves stealing so much art that you do kind of steal segments of
I mean, it's these things, they have to be, they're built on previous human intuition, aren't they? And that's sort of imitating human intuition. I've got this theory. I saw there was a Tom Scott video going around. I haven't seen it yet, but where he's like, AI is scary or something like that. But my theory, at least, and I could be totally wrong, is that I think we've hit a precipice of AI, and everyone's talking about it. But I think it's gonna basically kind of be like what it is now for a long time. It's just a theory. And then there'll be a breakthrough, and then it'll all change again. But I think this idea that I think a lot of stuff was in the works, and everyone felt compelled to release what they had, and it's a lot further along than we think. But because it came along so suddenly, we think that something is suddenly going to change again quite soon. Yeah. But I think actually it's going to be quite slow. I think we're going to be stuck with sort of weird sort of half human stuff that doesn't quite replace human stuff, but kind of does for a long time. For another, I don't know, 5 or 10 years.
Because you can make art that looks cool, I guess, but that's just art that looks cool, kind of, or if that makes sense. Like how you can probably make like an AI generated viral hit song, but it's But then again, I guess the other problem is that like people will apply their own meaning to songs and things and art in general. Like so then. They win.
What, the AI wins?
The AI wins because of human failure to not apply themselves.
To not apply themselves. I think that's the beauty of the human condition, isn't it? We apply ourselves to everything. in a way.
Yeah.
And that's what they'll exploit. That's what the robots. That's how they're gonna get us. No, I don't know.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Yeah, I don't know. The other thing about AI art is that it looks kind of good at, like, when it's someone just posts it on Twitter, but if you zoom in, you can really tell it's AI art every single time. So I'm not too worried about it at the moment.
No.
In that regard. And I think, people are. Can you do this with AI art if you're like? It's sort of. Every time you get a piece of AI art, it's kind of like a 1 in a million, right? You can't sort of be like. Maybe you can. Now I've got this character. I want this character to be. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. Maybe you can feed the character back into it.
Even if you put in the same prompt.
Yeah, you'll get a totally different thing.
Yeah.
I know there's that chap that faked his life on AI or whatever, and he had it. He was basically able to. Did you see that? That went viral for a bit. His like Instagram was nothing but AI images of himself in New York for, I don't know, 6 months or something. And then he posted the video, and everyone was theorizing that actually the video was completely AI as well. I don't know. It's one of these things, isn't it? There will be a point where AI will start to steal from other AI stuff. It is already, isn't it?
Then the AI will be upset, like the artist that it's stolen from.
The AI will have learnt to be upset and will start complaining.
They will have stolen the feeling of having art stolen from you by AI.
Just to be really sort of pedantic, I think it kind of doesn't AI. The whole point of AI is that it's sort of iterating itself so many times that it's kind of stealing its own thing and then spitting it back out and then taking it again and then spitting it back out. That is that kind of But I know what you mean, because it had. At least the basis is all human generated, but there's sort of like a point, isn't there? Because apparently I forgot what the GPT doesn't know anything beyond 2021. So if you ask him about, I don't know, what happened recently? What happened? If you ask them about Caroline Polachek's new album, it won't have any idea. It'd be like, it's
gonna be like, I love
Pang.
Yeah.
Ocean of Tears, great tune. You'd be like, chat.
But seriously,
GPT.
Ocean of Tears, great tune.
Great tune.
Well remixed. As well.
Is there a remix? I haven't heard it.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, it might be too hyperpop for you. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Oh wait, I guess I won't send you the Spotify.
Give it a listen.
I'll send you
after the stream. You can feed your own images in, but I get the impression it's really awful at doing repeating characters. Yeah, this is the thing. To be fair, it's a skill in of itself, repeating a character, but this is the thing. And I think, like, editing an image, like, if you're like, I really like that image, but I'd rather his shirt was a turtleneck. I don't think AI is there yet, where it would just be like, I can take that exact image and make it a turtleneck. I have no idea though. I haven't really played with it.
Marigold coming.
Oh, I lost you. Is it me?
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Are we going down? We're back, I think. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah.
Sometimes you get caught in that trap where you both just start going, hello, and then you're not sure if...
Hello?
Hi. I think we're okay now. I'm not sure what happened. Marigold. Did you say Marigold is coming along?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it probably will just be the Marigold today. But that's okay. I think it's all right.
Yeah, all good.
Hope you'll forgive me. I do still want... I kind of want something here. but I don't know what. These still feel a little bit just plonked on top.
Yeah, I guess there are little petals around them as well, but they're more annoying to do.
Yeah, slightly. I don't know if I want to do it on the layer above or the layer beneath. I'm actually not sure, but that's something I will play around with come the time. Something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Sure. I'll come back to it. Maybe. I don't know. I'll leave it. Sparrow now has a hungry mewing cat. Mewing.
That's the technique you use to not get a double chin in photos.
Mewing?
Yeah, it's called mewing when you like put your tongue at the top of your mouth so that
it
yeah.
I'm kind of aware that that's a thing to do.
One of the many things that yeah, terrible.
I used to really clench my teeth in photos because I thought it gave me a.
Oh.
Again, it kind of fills out your face, doesn't it? But that was a bygone era. That was,
Get some extra jawline.
Yeah. But I think I made that one up myself. I didn't read that anywhere. It's probably terrible for you.
I don't know, I'm clenching my teeth and not really seeing the difference.
No, I probably made it up.
Maybe it makes you feel better though. Makes you feel more. Makes you feel like your jaw is more prominent.
Don't get too many photos taken of me these days.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't happen a lot when you don't go anywhere.
Hey, I'm allowed to say that. I went somewhere today. I did. I went to. I saved on shipping by getting it delivered to a corner shop, and I walked half an hour to a corner shop.
Half an hour, wow.
Which was
And then back again?
Yeah, I suppose actually it's probably 15 minutes either way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, still.
Good bit of exercise there.
Yeah, some motion.
Good bit of motion. Try and keep up my motion. I keep reading how important motion is. Motion. Yeah. So sometimes I'll just I don't know where I'm going with this. I've been doing where you grab a towel and then you you hurl it around over your head, back and forth. Apparently that's good for you. I was watching a video about warrior training. Yeah, it was about basically engaging the muscles that your body disengages when you're sitting down for long periods of time. And apparently you grab a towel and you swing it over your head like that. So I've been doing that. Yeah, while making very warrior noises.
Yeah. It's like when people will carry some sort of I don't know. I've seen people on treadmills carrying a Lord of the Rings weapon-ish thing.
What?
And a shield and so that they can prepare for running into
Are
battle.
you saying you've seen in real life?
Well, hold on.
Or are you seeing on
No, on videos.
Okay, yeah.
It was a trend a while back. Yeah, it's just people like running with weights on or something, and the music will be the Lord of the Rings orc something. I don't know. I don't know what the tune is called, but you know what I mean. The one that's like that one.
Is it like, have they put the music to
into
themselves, or has someone witnessed it and then?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's on TikTok. It's just like I don't know if they're listening to that music while recording that. I hope so.
Could go either way, couldn't it?
You would hope so.
Yeah. I struggle with music when I'm exercising. I don't know why.
It's because you don't like hyperpop. That's the problem.
Yeah. That would be it.
I'm sorry. I haven't even been on stream in like a month, and I'm out here bashing Louis.
My music
no
taste.
Hesitation. Yeah. That's okay. We'll get him. We'll get him one day.
What will that look like?
I don't know. Louis suddenly got a VTuber and
Is this me? Sorry, this is me enjoying hyperpop, is it?
Yeah, that's you. Your hyper pop sona.
It's a phase. Everyone's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get along with oh dear, lo-fi hip hop. No, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, but like I 100% see hyperpop as like the scene phase of Gen Z. You know what I mean? Like, or scene emo.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say emo, but like the scene.
The scene.
It was definitely like when you look at 100 gex and stuff, I'm like, this is the scene of this era. That's what I think, at least.
I think it's not. Yeah, it's got a while It's got a while. It hasn't. It's gonna reach the mainstream. I think it's on the cusp of doing that, and then it's gonna become cringe, and then we'll move on. That's the only way it happens.
I refuse to
the other
cringe.
The other the other path is that some new artist we don't even know yet, or maybe we do, but they take the genre somewhere when no one even knew it's possible, and suddenly hyperpop is, we'll never listen to it the same again, and it evolves as a genre, just as it took pop. Hyperpop takes itself and evolves into something new.
I mean, I think Charlie XCX is kind of like a normalization of hyperpop.
How I'm feeling now was, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't that kind of help define the genre? I don't know. I don't really remember the genre before that. I know that. Yeah, it was. How many gex is it nowadays? Didn't they went down? Didn't they? They started up and they went down. I think they started at when they 1,000,000 gex or something, and then they became 1,000 gex. Am I wrong? It was like 10,000 gex, and then they changed their name to 1,000. I don't know why.
Is it no? Did they really, or is it just the album that's called that?
Oh. Hang on.
There's 1,000 gex and the Tree of Clues, which is their album.
Wait, the band is called 100 gex.
I guess 1,000 gex. Yeah, but the first album was no wait. Okay, so there was an EP in 2017, 100 gex, and then the next release is the album 1,000 gex.
Oh, okay. I take it all back. I take it all back. They are going up. I'm just totally made that up. I apologize.
We'll have to see what happens in their next album.
It's pretty easy. They'll go. So
they just did a song with Skrillex. I guess it was 2022. Yeah. It's called Torture Me.
So we got 10,000 gex is coming up, and then it's going to be 100,000 gex and a million gex. And they might need to rethink at that point if they haven't already. That's probably the.
They'll come back down, but but they'll have to divide that because otherwise it's gonna be the same as the previous one, so it'll have to be like 50,000 gex.
They'll become 100 blex. 100. It'll be a new abstract object. I don't know what a gek is. It's got oh dear. It's got a picture of that game on the first EP. It's got that gex, but with it, the game is with an X. It's like that James Bond, that James Bond salamander. You know the one?
Like a gecko?
Yeah, he's a gecko. Yeah. Oh, there you go. And and it's got written on it 100 gex with an X, but then the official title is gex with a C and an S. Very odd.
Huh.
I don't know. It's a whole world of artistry that I don't even understand. Oh, hey, I haven't rated. I swear. Wait, have I listened to? I swear I've listened to 1,000 gex. I haven't rated it yet, though. What do I rate it out of 10? What do you reckon, Fern?
Oh, I don't know.
Actually, I don't know if I've heard.
I mean, I'm
surprised
you.
I swear I have. Maybe I should listen to it again.
Maybe it's time for a re-listen.
Maybe it's time for a re-listen. I remember it not being long. Yeah, 23 minutes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is short.
I like the album artwork though. They're just like staring at a fern. Oh, not a fern. Is it a fern? It's a conifer.
It's a pine
I should
tree.
say a pine tree. Yeah, I rate that.
So yeah, because this album was pre Dorian Electra Gek 2U remix, and that was I think what
no idea.
I think that was my first 100 Gek song.
Admittedly, I couldn't even. I just don't follow them that closely.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I haven't really listened to a lot of their music that's not been remixed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like the songs that I've focused more on have been ones that have been remixed by, or just remixed in general, and like the A.G. Cook remix or.
Do the remixes like make them even more hyper, or do they kind of like?
I guess that's what we're gonna find out.
Yeah. I swear I've listened to it. I'm sure I have. If I remember going down, because I remember going down the list, and it was because there's a thing. I spend a lot of time on rateyourmusic.com. I'm sorry. I'm gonna expose myself. I'm one of those people.
I've never heard of this website.
Have you not? Oh my! It's my life. I remember there's some stat, and it was like, this is the amount of times you visited the website, and it was something obscene. In fact, I'll go in and I'll have a look.
Oh, I see. I'm seeing some things here, and I'm not even on Louis' profile, but just see in the new releases.
Oh no, I've been called out. I've been called out. I
Yeah.
recommended an album to Fern the other day, and I did. I get most of my music from Rate Your Music. Called out.
Also, we haven't even talked about the new Paramore album, which was.
Oh yeah, I haven't. That's yeah. I was gonna listen to that today, but I actually didn't get around to it. Wasn't really a Paramore listener, because I know they've kind of had their heyday, didn't they? Although I guess they're having a new heyday.
Yeah, I was there for their like old heyday, but I wasn't into their like still into you time. Like the I guess the lead up to what is now, I think, was like I fell out there because they didn't.
I'm into you.
So that was like. Well, I mean, that was a while back too.
I kind of
feels recent.
Yeah, I associate them Yeah, sort of 2007, 2000, that kind of time.
Yeah, like the
I
earlier.
remember walking around with my lunchbox and people talking about Paramore. Lunchbox era.
Yeah, we were just three lads.
Lunchbox core. Anyway, yeah, and on Rate Your Music you can sort things by, you can change the popularity rating, how much it, and because 100 gigs has some ridiculous number of ratings, I think 'cause it's like 23 minutes. It ranks really highly if you favour popularity.
This is scary. It's gonna become my new hyperfixation. Because I'm already tracking everything in my life. I'm on Storygraph, Letterboxd, Fragrantica. Like,
yeah, it's definitely. I'm sorry, it's the music version of that, but
yeah,
slightly more obnoxious. I mean, I feel like every website has its like problems with its community, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So can't blame them too much. And I think I've always quite liked it because I feel like it has a range of, at least more recently, it's got quite a colourful, eclectic. I feel like by the year you get a good mix of albums. It's not all, you go to the all times and it's all Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and stuff, but
yeah.
I feel like by the year
it's your dad's faves.
Yeah, which is they're good albums, but it's sort of a certain sphere. It's a sphere of music, and it's nice to kind of see what's going on elsewhere. I mean, the top rated album of the year at the moment is Carousel, an examination of the Shadow Creek Flow and its life as an afterthought by Violet Pony, which is a My Little Pony fan album, and you better believe I spun it, and I wouldn't have gone down that avenue. I wouldn't have paid a visit to that corner of the internet. But I learned a lot about My Little Pony. I don't know if they're still making. Is it still a scene? Is it? Oh, I know it's still a scene, but I don't know if they're still making. They're still making content. I guess they must be. Because I always kind of associate it with bronies, but of course.
I mean,
it's definitely got a.
Still there, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely still got a big following of all kinds of folks, fans.
What is this other album on the charts? In Rainbow Roads?
Oh yeah, someone remade In Rainbows
album?
With the sound, the instruments from. They remade In Rainbows with the sounds from Mario 64, as in not like. As in like the. When you play the keyboard and it makes like. I don't know. Just listen to. Do you know In Rainbows?
Yes.
If you listen to.
So do they take the stems and like rearrange them?
If you listen to Videotape's the funniest one. I don't know why it always just makes me laugh because it's got like
I can't get it on Spotify.
It's got like it's got the same synth as I don't know if it's on Spotify. It's got the same synth as yeah.
It is on Spotify, but it's like hidden
okay.
for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm listening to it now.
It just makes me laugh. Although they didn't get the chord progression right. It winds me up.
For the Videotape.
Yeah, they repeat the same. I swear the chord. I swear it goes bum 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 bum, and then they just repeat that. But then there is a point where it goes in the original song bum 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 bum. Like I think it holds it. I think. So.
Yeah.
It was jarring not hearing. My immersion was shattered and I had to abandon it quickly, but I'm glad other people are enjoying it.
Good thing it was the last song on the album.
Yeah. No, I pretty much immediately skipped. I listened to the what's the first song on that album? I can't remember. 15 Steps.
15 Steps.
That's quite funny when because it's got obviously the rhythm is quite complicated, but then when it comes in with the Tom York's vocals, it's like the it's like really goofy. It's like, but it's that same instrument.
I need like a Twilight, because the
it was
first
Twilight
movie ends on the song, right? Like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I just need a Twilight
version of
edit.
that. That would be good. That would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, this website is great though. I'm gonna because of course my whole personality is making playlists.
Okay.
And that's gonna just blow up even more now.
It is. I find it's a really good way of finding music that you otherwise wouldn't listen to. I think I was saying just the other day that I like that the My Little Pony, because there's a brief window where sort of a community they'll like loads of people who are into My Little Pony will sort of like really be anticipating this album, and then it'll come out and then they'll all go and rate it 5 stars or whatever, and then because of that it goes to the top of the charts, like when it shouldn't really, and then but then it goes up there and a lot of people listen to it, and I just like that you sort of get that every so often, you get that kind of strange glimpse into other little worlds and things. I like following the charts. Thanks for joining us on the Marigold stream, guys. I think
It's a very productive stream.
I think it's a pretty good Marigold, actually. It came together in the end. I'm probably just I don't want to spend too long on it. That could be the Marigold that we have in the game, because of course it won't be. In fact, yeah, it probably will be. I think it looks pretty good, actually. Oh, thank you so much, Sparrow. I never know sometimes. I think especially looking against it against the actual real Marigold, I think it's got it holds some weight. There's some other flowers. I mean, I've got some ones here that aren't so good. The tulip. I've got that labelled as a tulip, but it's not a daffodil. I keep getting the two mixed up. I don't know why. It's a daffodil, not a tulip. These are the winter jasmine. Still needs a lot of work. Milk thistle needs work. Honeysuckle needs work. I quite like the gorse, actually. The gorse is okay. I feel like it's got a... Have I done, like, Control Y or something? Don't know. Like, my whole screen is slightly grayscale. I'll figure that out.
Oh.
I'm not sure why. But, yeah, if anyone has any questions, do let us know. It's a bit of a tangential stream, but...
Oh, well, our stream is basically a podcast at this point. So, as proven by Atari.
I mean, if people enjoy having us on in the background, that's all good,
Yeah.
And you can just
that's
just see how the Marigold's coming along.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know when the next one will be.
The perfect iPad kid content.
iPad kid content. That's a genre, is
like, you can see the progression, and it's you're engaged.
Yeah. keeps you ticking along.
I guess it looks like the next one will be on the 28th.
Oh, yes, I guess that's right, isn't it? 14 days.
Yeah.
Blimey, the last day of February. It's not a leap year. Is it a leap year? I could really do with it being a leap year. No, it's not. It's not. I've got big deadlines for the end of February. And it's like one more day would, I think it would help, but I'll internalize that when the time comes. Fret not. Yeah, I'm not sure what we'll be doing. I think it would be cool. I've got multiplayer pretty much working now. Minus a few UI glitches and there's no in-game option to like select multiplayer or whatever, so there's no like avenue into it. You have to kind of do it in the editor, but it would be cool to do. I think it would be cool to do a multiplayer stream. To take a break from the artwork. There will come a point where
get some gameplay in there.
Some gameplay.
In case anyone forgot, we're working on a game.
Working on a game.
And not just flower art.
Yeah, it's been a bit, because I'm working on the... basically, the deadline is that I have to get pretty much all the words that are ever going to be in the game. I got to say, this is them, which is kind of terrifying. I've never really done that before.
Yeah.
And I'll probably mess it up, but I think it's not the end of the world. Which is why I've been writing. But also, yeah, so I've been kind of going over all the old streams and stuff. the old sort of files that we've worked on the stream and the items, and I'm kind of just like collecting every item in the game. And there's a point where I'm going to have to be like, these are all the items that are going to be in the game. And that's kind of scary, but also kind of exciting.
Yeah.
We're coming up to 600 items in the game now, which is a crazy thought. But I'm hoping there to be about 700. I think that's my estimation.
Coming up to being in need of a wiki.
In need of a wiki. Yeah, crazy thought. And there you go. There's one more bit of artwork. I mean, to be fair, not all of them have bespoke artwork, but burning through. So yeah, I suspect the next stream will be more burning through.
Yeah.
But it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Go out and get some chocolate, everyone.
Go and get some chocolate.
If you don't like chocolate, get something.
Don't like chocolate?
Too bad.
Too bad. You could get a strawberry pudding. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this.
I saw someone making bread pudding on TikTok.
Yeah.
Out of old cinnamon rolls, and
doesn't strike me.
Pretty good.
Doesn't immediately. I don't think romantic when I think of bread pudding, but you know, that's okay.
I don't think it was meant to be romantic. It was just meant to be anti-waste.
Just a
but,
thought.
You know.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having a curry tonight. We usually do the whole.
Nice.
We usually do the whole. Don't have. You know, do Valentine's not on Valentine's Day to avoid the rush.
Yeah.
But we managed to plan ahead this year and get a good deal. So, having a little curry. How about, I don't know, what are you doing, Fern? Any plans?
Oh,
what are you doing there?
Hanging out with my cats, and I think I'm gonna go stream a dating sim.
Oh yeah, the one you sent me.
Yeah. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the creators of Kinder Worlds put out a dating sim today where you can date plants. So
yeah, definitely give that a watch.
What more do you need?
Let me know if there's a marigold in it.
Oh my god,
can you
that's
imagine?
Gonna be so weird.
Yeah.
I think it might not be flowers. It might just be like green plants.
I got the impression, yeah, it's green plants.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know who I fall for.
But yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned. And yeah, and I'm going to be pumping out the new Caroline Polachek album. Getting some value out of that.
Yeah.
Because it's a good one.
Yeah, it is really good.
But until next time,
I'm
I think
listening to the Rainbow Roads.
or you could listen to Rainbow Roads as it was in Mario 64. At From Carrot Cake, what is it? Instagram, TikTok,
Everywhere.
YouTube. There's more. Is there? Twitter. Oh, Otto says Instagram.
Discord.
That's new, isn't it?
I added that last time because I was like, oh.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know we had that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Finally.
And then the Discord community. Come say hi. There's been some ramen discussion. There's been some chocolate discussion.
Whole gang's here.
Whole gang. And yeah, of course, wishlist on Steam for the numbers. For the numbers, if you haven't already. If you're eager to pick marigolds, then that will help us. That will help us get the game
like
to you.
this video if you.
Yeah. Leave a comment. It's always something funny that you'd never leave a comment for, isn't it? It's like, what do you think a marigold's favorite ice cream would be? Let us know in the comments. It's like,
if you made it to the end of the stream, type the word marigold ice cream.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. Yeah. I don't even. There's not even like Twitch comments, is there? I guess it would just be the chat.
Yeah, it doesn't even count.
No worries.
If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, which you can do.
Oh, true. Yeah. Which you can do. No worries. Another one down. All right. I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for watching.
Good work, Louis. Good flowers.
Thank you. Thanks for joining me, Fern. And
Yeah.
28th, guys. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
And it'll be easy breezy as always. Not sure if it'll be Fern. Will it be Fern? Who knows?
Oh, who knows?
Not sure.
And yeah, I'd like it to be.
No worries.
Being invaded by cats. Oh, he's leaving.
There's been quite a bit of cat invasion in the streaming and in the chat today. Maybe they're all plotting.
Oh, they're all working together.
They're all working together to get the food. That'll be it. All right. Yeah. Have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you might be, and take care, everyone. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.